You're traveling to another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of heart, soul, and mind. The only guide in this journey will be God's Spirit and truth found solely in His Word. You are about to enter the conviction zone. As our journey concludes this evening, we find our three men now in the recovery room. While still in a haze from the effects of anesthesia, they read over their post-op instructions, and they share with each other their experience in the operating room. To their surprise, they find out that they all had a similar encounter with the Dr. I Am in the conviction zone.
I'm sorry, guys. The nurse told me that they filled my colon with air and for this procedure, and I couldn't go home until I got all the gas out.
I think you can go home now.
Dude, I think that one came from you, Arnold. I think...
Sorry, guys. They have injected air into my leg during the knee scope.
You're crazy. You think you want us to believe that it's coming from your knee? We're not going to believe that for a minute.
You guys, okay, listen to me for 1 minute. You're not gonna believe this. After they knocked me out, I had the strangest dream. My dream is I woke up in the OR room alone with Jesus. He performed open heart surgery on me. At first, I didn't know it was Jesus because when I looked up, all I saw was some doctor who wasn't mine, and when I asked him who he was, he said he was the great I Am. He said he was there to answer the prayer that the three of us prayed in the lobby, and he was going to perform open heart surgery on me.
That was the same dream I had. Did he perform the surgery with the Sawzall on you too?
Yeah. And then he said he was just kidding around because he said laughter was good for the heart.
No, wait. You got to be joking. That's the same dream that I had. Jesus told me, open my heart up, and when I did, that's when he started pulling all kinds of things out.
Oh, wait, did he pull a Playboy magazine out of you too?
No, but he pulled out some old Blockbuster video tapes, X-rated ones.
Oh.
I didn't know they still made those.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jesus, he called me out on my pornography problem, and then he rebuked me for, putting my trust in my stock portfolio and my finances and my stockbroker, and that I need to trust in him more.
Oh.
Don't tell me he pulled out your stockbroker's head out of your chest.
No. Felt like it. But he did pull out bundles of cash. He pulled out stock certificates. He pulled out my checkbook, and he said I needed to trust in him more with my finances. And he reminded me that everything that he created, the heavens and the earth, it was all created by him, and it all seems so real.
Listen, he knew everything about me, my thoughts, my actions, and even my attitude. He took a bunch of junk out of my heart, but that was so strange. It didn't start taking anything until I gave him my consent. And there were some other things that he couldn't take until I had to let him go. And believe me, there were some things that I did not want to let go at first. I can't believe this was a dream. I don't get it. I remember it so vividly. I mean, his words were very blunt and straightforward, but at the same time, he was so kind and gentle.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He got right to the point. Didn't hold up any punches. He pulled out my chest a whole set of dumbbells. What? And he said I was relying on my strength instead of him. He also pulled out a tool belt full of tools. He was telling me I was too too into my work and too relying on my work and not him to guide me. Everything he spoke, though, was with truth and love. He was so patient and forgiving, even when I hesitated to give up these things.
Did he make you guys sign the consent form too?
Yeah, he did. He said he couldn't work on me until I had signed it.
He made me sign one too. He said he was going to give me a copy.
Yeah.
You guys, check the last page. The last page on the OP instructions. Look, the last page is the consent form that I sign in my dream. And it says, Dr. I am perform the procedure. But that's not my doctor's name. My GI doctor is Dr. Seymour Butts.
Hey, the one I signed is here too. It also says that Dr. I am operated on my hands. And my doctor's name is Dr. Phil Lupino.
Mine says Dr. I am perform my knee procedure. But my doctor's name is I'll be back.
Guys, this isn't looking like it was a dream. I think we had an encounter with Jesus.
Yeah, listen, we need to take this serious and hold each other accountable to what Jesus spoke to us today.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
what are we going to do about it?
Listen, I have an idea. We started this thing, small groups, at my church called MAP. It stands for Mentoring Accountability Partners. Why don't we exchange phone numbers today, right now, and start a group right now and meet together each week to hold each other accountable and pray for each other.
Yeah, let's pray right now.
Trust. Possibly one of the most valuable commodities within the human heart. Without trust, there can't be relationships. There can't be love. There can't be faith. Without trust, our lives will be marked by our own strength rather than God's presence and power. Tonight, we saw how 3 men came to the realization they placed their trust in everything except the God who created them, a problem rooted deep within their hearts. Fortunately for them, they knew where to go for help and were willing to ask the great physician for his orders. So in closing tonight's episode, you may want to ask yourself the simple question: what am I holding on to that is keeping me from trusting God completely? Maybe it's fear, maybe it's pride, rebellion, or sin. Maybe it's just something simply taking up too much of your time and not enough time for Him to move in your life. Whatever it is, I suggest that you pray and ask the great I Am for help. But be careful. You may find yourself in the conviction zone.